Hello, I'm Rick Halling. I'm the Nordic Director for Atomic Ski USA. What I'd like to do today is go over the line for 2012. At the top of the line we have an all-new skate ski, the World Cup HT, aimed at hard track conditions. What it's got is a parallel side cut as opposed to the shape we used to use with our regular ski. It has a completely different flex pattern. It's more of a continuous leaf spring as opposed to the softer forebody of our ST model. And it's using a wood sidewall for greater torsional rigidity. Everything we do for this ski from the ground up is aimed at hard track conditions. So when you're on a really hard, icy track, you're planting that edge, you've got just super excellent stability. We still have the soft track model in our line, the ST, which is using an hourglass shape for about 3/4 of the ski, using a much softer forebody, is aimed a little at that softer track conditions. Very revolutionary new ski we have is a high-end classic ski called Skintec. It's using a synthetic mohair in the kick zone. We first started testing and developing this ski in 2002. It's taken us 9 years to build. Not so much that we had to refine the mohair ability, but it's a completely different flex pattern construction than a regular classic ski. We had to come up with a special flex pattern that allowed the ski to ride completely over the snow, but then when you do step down, easily get grip. So the step down sidewall, the core material and the mold this is made in is completely different than any of our regular classic ski. It comes with 2 inserts. One has the 2 thin strips. Another one has the 1 thick wide strip. This one, the wider strip, is aimed a little more at grip versus glide. The 2 thin strips are aimed a little more at glide versus grip. It works for all conditions. It's not just for 0 Celsius. It's for super cold, dry snow, right up to warm, wet snow. In all of our testing, it actually glides faster than a well-waxed classic race ski. Biggest growing category in Nordic right now is high-end waxless skis. A lot of people have been skating for years or switching over to classic. They're a little intimidated at the thought of getting the right kick wax. They're also intimidated about how long that kick wax is going to hold. They don't want a top-of-the-line classic race ski, but what they do want is a fairly high-end classic race ski that's using a waxless pattern. We have the Vasa. It's the same shape, same flex pattern as our World Cup level ski, but it's got the posi grip pattern. We actually have, we make the ski first with a really high-end graphite sintered glide zone with an empty cavity. We make the posi grip pattern in a mold and insert it in that cavity. The grip and the glide are super fast. Earlier I talked about the growth of high-end waxless classic skis. We've got a new boot just to work with that. It's using the same carbon graphite sole as our top-of-the-line classic World Cup racing boot. We've taken that sole, we've given it a slightly more affordable upper for that person who's not an elite racer, doesn't want to spend that kind of money on a classic boot. Retail is $194 on this. It makes it $120 less than our top-of-the-line classic boot, even though you are getting the graphite sole. Has a really comfortable upper. It doesn't use the neoprene sock of our World Cup. And it doesn't have the graphite heel counter, but an excellent boot. Another all-new development for next year is a new Pilot polyurethane sole we have. Beautiful flex pattern with no hinge points of any kind. We're putting it on our price point classic racing boots and our combi boot, the Pursuit. So our Pursuit, which is meant a combi boot for both skate and classic technique, does have a true classic flex pattern below, but really nice torsional rigidity for skating. You still have the upper cuff for skating. And we're using the same sole on our Price Point Classic racing boots. The team and the women's version of the team, both of them are using the new sole, coming in for $149. Those are the new products for 2012. Please see your authorized Atomic dealer and they'll help you out. Thank you.